Hello and welcome to my second episode of EV Online tutorial for absolute beginners. In the first video we've done Aura basic tutorial, and now we're going to move to career agents. Now, career agents, this is the set of missions that are fairly easy to do for new players, and they're very good because first of all, you're just going to learn basic things about the game, which you will need later on, and also mm, you're going to get some free goodies from them as a rewards. So this is definitely worth doing. What I'm going to do first three career paths. I opened already agents and mission tab and career agents. Here we've got five career paths included. One is business, then is exploration and industry, and then we've got like military career path, basic and advanced military career path. So I'm going to do the first three, and the other two I'll leave it to you. The reason being is that once you do all those first three career agents, you will have enough knowledge to do basically military and advanced military career path. Uh, Also, those business exploration and industry path, they contain some of the moments when you most likely going to get stuck as a very new player. So the reason that's the reason I'm doing it, because I want to point out those moments when you can get stuck, and this can be a little bit frustrating because you think that you follow the mission objectives and mission directions, and all of a sudden you end up in a point that nothing works and you don't know why, what's going on. So I'm going to show you those moments when you might get stuck, and then after you do that, basically you're going to be fine with the most of the rest of the game. So that's a very good thing to do. Business career path is going to be one video. It contains 10 missions as far as I remember, so it's going to take video is going to take about 1 hour or so. Exploration, I think it has 5 missions, but still it might take a little while. So I'm just going to basically break down those things into 3 videos, and not to make them too lengthy. And yeah, and that's about it in terms of introduction. So let's just go ahead and start doing it. So business career path. So we're going to take it first. To receive first mission, we just need to start conversation. There's blue button here, so I'm just going to hit it right now. And once we choose the mission, we have a brief description from the agent. Here's our agent, Mr. Lois Mencier, or whatever you want to pronounce it. I'm not going to read word for word everything there is here during this video. It's going to be a little bit lengthy and boring. I'm just going to pick up the most important things uh, from uh, from the mission description. So basically, the first one is very easy. He wants us to transport some data sheets from one place to another. Uh, and once we deliver it, he wants us to contact him, complete the mission, and mm, and that's it. And then just going to have another one. So on the right hand side here, we've got the title of the mission, balancing the books, 1 of 10, and here we got some objectives. So here's the pickup location. This is the station where we are now. And then drop off location, Luz number 7, Moon 4th. And here's the cargo that that he wants us to take. Below we've got rewards that we're going to get once we complete the mission. And now there's a first moment that I want to go straight away, which will make your life easier. This is our drop-off location here, Luz number 7, Moonforth, right? If we right click it, we can set destination. This is a very, very nice option. If you just do set destination, then after we go out from the station, I will show you what it does for us. If you paid good attention to Aura initial tutorial, it was already mentioned over there. But I'm just gonna talk a little bit about it again because this is such a useful option here. Right, so we can close it now. Oh, sorry, forgot about one thing. We have to accept the mission. Button down at the very bottom of the screen. Here's accept. So I'm just going to go ahead and click it. And now we can close it. Now, once I accepted the mission, I'm having this little mission briefing under agent missions, just right here. And it gives us the objective. Now, just in case if you forget something about the mission, I don't know, the name of the equipment that you have to use, or you forgot to set destination at the beginning and you want to do it before you go, that kind of stuff. Then in this tab, agent missions, you've got this little question mark here. Just right over there. I'm hovering the mouse over it right now. So when you click that and go for read details, here it is. This is your mission briefing. Pretty much the same screen as we seen before. The layout is a little bit different, but the information is exactly just the same. So, and you can close it and you can open it again every time you forget something. If you want to remind yourself about something, that will be here. Now, first important thing before we go. We were given data sheets to carry. Now let's take a look at the cargo, at our inventory. Okay, and then you can see here you've got, this is our ship with this green mark. And in this ship's cargo hold, at the moment we've got some metal scraps, the gun, and ion charges. Well, first of all, I don't need those things here. I just basically got them from Aura mission. So I'm going to move them into item hangar just to free up some space. And now the first thing that you might get stuck a little bit. As you can see, this is our ship, but we've got it as well item hangar. Now this item hangar, it is a storage space that you have in this particular station. Okay, and when we were given this data sheets, yeah, they didn't go to our ship cargo hold. They went to item hangar. So in order to complete the mission and actually carry them, we have to move it from the hangar to ship's cargo hold. So these are here the data sheets. Just going to grab it and drag it to my ship here. Here we go. Now we have it. Okay. Also, every time you go in any mission or anytime you go out, it is always good to have some guns, any other firepower, something to defend yourself, just in case if you encounter some hostile ships in your way. So we can go to the fitting then here, right here in the Neocom. And when we click on it, it will tell us what is actually fitted in the ship at the moment. So we've got high power slots here, medium power slots, and low power slots. In the high power slots, I've got two guns now, light electron blaster and another light electron blaster. Those little tabs, white tabs here, indicate that they're loaded with the ammunition. More ammunition I have in my cargo hold. Now, in mid slot, I have the civilian afterburner, which can speed me up. It just basically increases velocity of the ship if we need that. Okay, and this is pretty much it in here. Now there's another very important thing. Okay, let's say that you want to, I don't know, remove something and put something else in those slots instead. You can only do those things while being docked at the station. The moment you leave the station and get into space, you won't be able to do that, even if the item, let's say a different gun, is in your cargo hold. There's only one exception. If those guns here that I have at the moment, if they run out of ammunition, this ammunition in my cargo hold will be automatically reloaded to those guns. But this is the only exception, pretty much. I haven't found any other situation. In any other situation, even if something is your cargo hold, once you leave the station, you won't be able to fit it in the slots. Therefore, this is the moment that beginners might get stuck over and over again. Because you try to follow everything what mission tells you, and at some stage something just doesn't work, and then you get stuck. What the hell am I supposed to do? What did I do wrong? And you'll be surprised. It's not that easy to find the answer to this question. Um, I've tried once with the different missions. I've tried to ask in chat, and I was asking why this thing doesn't work. So people were telling me you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. Yeah, and I was doing all of that and it still didn't work because I didn't know what is the right question to ask, and they didn't know where the problem is because they didn't see actually what I'm doing here in my game. So that's something that you really need to know because otherwise you're going to keep stacking over and over again. So, but we have everything now. We have our data sheets in the cargo hold. We have some ammunition and we have some guns, so we can defend ourselves just in case. So we can close the fitting window. We can close our um, mm, inventory, and we can just undock. Okay, so we follow the instruction here in the mission tab. So I'm just going to undock. Okay, and because I set destination, I'm just coming back to the set destination option now. Because I set destination, first of all, I've got this little tab here which shows me the route. And it tells me how many jumps do I have to take to get to my final destination. But moreover, I don't have to look for anything here myself. Everything is my overview. This route, the first step that I have to take is marked with yellow here. So marked with yellow, we have to go to the Stargate called Lose. So let's just do it. Right click, jump. And now with this mission, there's only one jump to take. Okay, we see in the route here on the left hand side, just one jump. So somebody would say, well, I don't need the destination set, right? It's just one jump, then probably one warp, and that's it. Uh, the problem is sometimes you have to take 5, 6, 8 jumps to get whatever you want to get. And then do you really want to remember all those particular steps that I have to jump to this station and then to this station? Uh, it's pretty much not very convenient stuff to remember all those steps. Uh, I won't be able to remember them anyway. If you set destination, all you need to do, you don't need to remember anything. You just have look for yellow button in the overview and just go and step by step. Um, so we arrived now where we wanted to be. As you can see now, this is our station, Lose 7 Moon 4, and then it's again marked in yellow. Yeah. Um, so we can either use this right click and dock, or we can use the mission tab here, which gives us the option to dock as well. Whichever you choose, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to click dock, and we're going to be parking in the station very shortly. And we're in. Now, agent briefing tells us to start conversation again. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay. And now another important thing, because you might get stuck with this as well. Every time you do whatever you asked to do in agent missions, you have to hit the button complete mission down in the bottom here. Until you do that, the mission is still like going, right? So you cannot collect your rewards and you cannot request the other mission. So this is the next step that you have to do every time when you do career agents. So let's just go ahead and click it. Okay. Now he's happy with us. He says, well done. And now the other thing that you might get stuck with. He tells you, let me know when you're ready to begin your next assignment. Okay. Fine. And now we have a button to request another mission. So the natural thing is that just press it, right? So we want to do another mission, basically. And now he says, sounds good. Please drop by so we can familiarize the mission contract. Formalize, sorry. So those letters are a little bit small. By the way, if you want to increase them, you can always press escape and do this UI scaling here and make it bigger. I'm not going to make it bigger because it's going to take too much space in my screen. But this is what you want to do if you find those letters a bit too small. I'm just going to do it easier way. I'm just going to approach the screen a little bit so I can read clearly. So what happens here? We don't have a mission. Okay, I mean, we've got some briefings and objectives, but we don't have any button to accept it. And the reason for that is that we can accept the mission only while being at the station where the agent is. As you remember, we carried something from him from the station that he was, which is this Klelinon, right, to the station that we are right now, which is a different place. And that's why you cannot actually accept next mission. That's why he says, please drop by, because he wants us to leave this station and come back to the station where he resides. So this is what we need to do. I'm just going to close it, undock. Oh, by the way, the other thing, if I just go back to him, yeah, if I go back to him, automatically system sets me the destination to go back to him, basically. So I'm just going to set destination, and now I don't have to worry about remembering which was the Stargate that I jumped through to get here, right? I don't need to worry about it. Once I set the destination and undock, you will see in the overview there's going to be this yellow square, which will guide me where to go. There he is. See him? Over here in the overview on the right hand side. Then just without further ado, right click, jump. It's going to take a few seconds. No problem. It won't take long. Here's our Stargate. Looks awesome, by the way. Excellent. And now we have a square marked in yellow, so we know where to go. Dock. I think I mentioned it in the first video, but just in case if I didn't, uh, I right-clicked it and I did dock. When I do that straight away, what the game is going to do? She's going to find the right vector for me to travel. So the game calls it aligning to the destination, and then she will warp us there and dock us. All those things could be done manually. So I could do the option align, that I could do option warp, and then dock. But if you just do dock, the game's going to do everything for you straight away. Which I mean, it's a matter of personal preferences. I like to use those shortcuts because I don't want to waste time on doing things that are not that I don't have to do. If there is a faster way, why not? Right. So now we can go to agents, and now we can start the conversation, and it's going to be our next mission. Here we go. There we are. Right. So let's just quickly find out the most important things here. So there was a transport ship destroyed by pirates, and all he wants us to do is to recover something which is called black box from that ship wreckage. And to be able to do that, he's going to give us civilian salvager. Okay. And also little warning that we might encounter some hostile ships, so we will have to fight. So on the right hand side, item to be recovered, black box. One thing that we need to get. Uh, we're going to get civilian salvager to do that, and as a reward we're going to get a ship and 207k ISK currency. Very nice thing to do. Okay, so let's just go ahead and accept it. We can close that. Close again. Now, he has given us something to be able to complete the mission. Now, when you go to your inventory, there is this little number 1 in the red square appeared. Okay, that means that we've just been given something. Also, it appears when we purchase something. So basically, it just tells us that there's something new over there worth looking at. So what we're going to do, we're going to click, and there's this red dot pointing that the item is in the item hanger. So as you remember, that's the civilian salvager here. As you remember, you have to fit this in your ship before leaving the station to be able to use it. And yeah, and this is not enough to put it in the cargo hold. This is equipment that you have to fit. So let's go to the fitting window. Right? Here's our ship at the moment. Now, if you want to know precisely what you need to do with the civilian salvager, you can just right click on it and you've got this little thing here, show info. And it will tell you basic things about this equipment. A little bit of a description, some attributes. And what we are interested now is fitting. Okay? And it tells you right in the top, it tells you which slot you have to fit this module in, which is high power slot. Okay? So let's close this tab. But in the high power slots, you've got 2 guns. There are no more slots to fit. So you just need to unfit one of them to make space for civilian salvager. So let's just go ahead and do it. So I'm going to right click it and do unfit. and this removed everything. And by the way, it removed it to item hanger. It didn't remove it to your ship cargo hold, right? Just a little thing to remember. And now we can find. I've got actually some of the goodies here already. I don't know even where they came from. I know. There was some just logging gifts. Unexpected, by the way. But it's nice to have them. So here's our civilian salvager. So we're just gonna go ahead and drag it to the slot. Right? And it's there. Okay. So we know what we need to do. We need to fight some opposition when we arrive at the destination, and then we need to salvage the black box. So I believe we have everything. I'm just gonna double check just in case if I forgot to put something in, because if I forgot, I won't be able to do it in space. I will have to go back here again. So we need to recover item. We need civilian salvager. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I've got a gun to defend myself. So now I can undock. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Read details. This is our location that we need to get loose here. So I'm just going to right click and set destination. And then we can close the fitting window, undock, and we are on our way. So here is our Stargate marked in yellow as usual. Right click, jump. It's just a one jump that we have to take. You can see it on the left hand side. It is root tap, one jump to take. Right, and now it wants us to warp into location. So let's just go ahead and do it. And because I know that there might be hostile forces, I like to align myself like this. Back of my ship here and heading towards the destination. So I can quickly see if anything is immediately in front of me. But that's the matter of personal preferences. This is just the way I like doing it. You don't have to do it if you have a different way of doing these things. Here we go. Now we arrived at something called acceleration gate. Now, I don't think this was an aura, shown an aura. This is another device to speed you up to get you to where you want to get. All you need to do is you have to be in the right distance from the acceleration gate, which is, I believe, 2.5 kilometers. But you can always check it by right-clicking it and showing info. With attributes here, proximity of activation, yeah, 2.5 kilometers, I remembered. All right, so what we need to do, right-click and activate the gate. And mission briefing is telling us to do that anyway. So let's go ahead and do it. And again, I'm going to align myself so I see what's immediately in front of me. And I can see there is already Serpentis Rookie here on the right hand side. So let's just not wait for him to take action. I'm going to lock him straight away. Now he's 18 kilometers away. The range of my Electron Blaster is only 1.7. So I'm just going to right click him and approach. First, add a little bit of afterburner to speed the process up. Just down here, this is my civilian afterburner. And then I look at the range. At the moment I'm 12, now almost 10 kilometers. You can see it on top here. Once I marked him, there is a distance underneath. And I need to be really close. I'm still quite far away, but I don't need it afterburner now. Right click, orbit and 1000, and I can start shooting him. There you go. And he's almost dead. He's dead. Okay. Now, I'm just going to stop this ship for a while. Doesn't look like there are any other hostile forces coming at me. Right? Now we have some items here in the vicinity. And one of them is civilian transport. I think it is a shuttle. No, civilian transport shipwreck. Okay? And that's where this black box is. So I'm going to right click it and go straight to open cargo. I'm too far away to open the cargo yet, but when I do it, it does the same thing as this dock option. It's going to align me to this ship, approach it automatically to the right distance, and once the distance is right, it's going to open the cargo dock immediately. Hopefully. At least it should. No, it didn't. Okay. Alright, well let's just do it manually then. Open cargo. You cannot access... and of course I forgot. There we go. I'm gonna stop ship. We cannot open it because we need to use this salvager here that we were given. It's not just simply to open the cargo. Right, so to use it, we will lock target on this wreck. And now, once it's locked, I'm just going to activate the salvager, civilian salvager. Just going to click it. And now we're salvaging this black box from the wreckage. And it doesn't happen immediately. It has to some sort of like break inside. So it tells us on top, your attempt to access the civilian transport ship failed this time. So we just have to keep doing it until we finally open this cargo door. And it's very resilient. It doesn't want to give up. It will give up eventually. Especially that we were very close to this wreck with just 137 meters. The optimal range for salvager is actually 5 kilometers. So we're going to be fine sooner or later. Oh, he's persistent. Oh, come on. Open it up. Don't make my video too long. Aha. You successfully access. Okay, so now I can right click either here or in the overview or on the ship itself and open cargo. And now it's open. I've got my black box. The last thing that I need to do is to drag it to my ship's cargo hold. It's there. I can close the cargo hold and I can set destination, you see, to come back. The agent briefing tells me to set destination. I could do it myself if I wanted to, but if it gives me the opportunity straight away, why not? Now we don't need to disengage and unlock this wreck. If I just go to overview and just simply jump to my next destination, the game is going to do everything for us. It's going to disengage me from this wreck. It will unlock the target. Here we go. It disappeared now. Again, one of the little shortcuts that I like to use. And we're just warping back home. And we can dock. And a moment now. There we are. And again, we've got now start conversation button in our agent mission briefing. We're just going to go ahead and click it. And as you remember, hopefully, you have to complete the mission before you can get results and request a new one. Done. And now I've got this little number 1 in my inventory in the red square. This is my new ship that it was given to me as a gift for completing this mission. Venture ship. Very nice. Let's just close it. He's happy again. And we can request another mission straight away. Oh, that one has a little bit more information. Okay, so he wants us to use this new ship that he gave us, this Venture, put the mining laser into it, and some weapons. Right. And then he wants us to go to certain place to mine some ore from Veldspar asteroids. Okay, so he's going to be showing us a little bit how to mine the ore from asteroid belts. And now, it's not the end. After we mine this Veldspar, he wants us to get back and refine this into tritanium. Okay, which is a mineral very frequently used. Yeah. Also, he says that if we had to deal with any pirates, you can also refine any modules you retrieved from their wrecks, which looks like he wants us to loot some things from their wrecks. Right. So this is what we wants to do. Wants us to do. Uh, use civilian miner, mine a little bit of Veldspar, go back and convert it into tritanium. Okay. The rewards are some. This is reprocessing, so this is probably what some skill that we can use. That's fine. And some money we can get out of it. Okay, so we can go ahead and accept the mission. And now there are a couple of things that we need to do before we undock. First of all, I'm going to go to item hangar and check where the miner is. Miner, civilian miner. Here it is. I've got other miners too, which I could use, but I'm just going to use this from this we've been given from him. But he wants us to use new ship. He doesn't want us to fly with this little Corvette over there. So what we need to do, first of all, is to remove any items from this Corvette that we're planning to use on different ship. The quickest way is to just, if you right click this icon here in inventory, right click and just strip fitting. The game is asking us for confirmation, no problem. We're just gonna press yes. And now all my fittings that were here, they're gone. And they went back to item hangar. And also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove those ion charges because I'm not gonna be flying this ship, so I might need them in the new ship. So I'm just gonna move them to item hangar. And now I need to change the ship. The fastest way to do it, if you just go to the ship hangar, this is our venture that he gave us. We're just gonna right click this venture and we have to assemble the ship first. Now, why do we have to do that? If you see there is this number 1 here, it indicates that this ship is packed in the box. This is how usually items are sold and bought. They're packed in the box. So you cannot just use it straight away. You have to assemble it first. So we're just gonna do it, assemble the ship, and now it ended up at ship hangar. And this ship hangar is also a hangar which is attached to this station. So that means that this particular ship now is only at this station. So if I go to a different station, it won't be there. And to be able to use it, I have to go back here. But I'm already here, so that's fine. So first step is done. I assembled the ship. So now I will switch my capsule from this Corvette that I'm in currently into this ship. The quickest way is just if I just right click this venture ship. Let me just extend it a little bit so it's better visible. This venture, I'm just going to right click it and choose option make active. And this, you see, this removed my capsule from my Velator, from my Corvette, and put this capsule into the venture ship. And now it appears here on the screen as well. So that's the fastest way. You can do it another way as well. I'm just going to show you. The other way, you can just right click the ship that you are currently in, right? And then you can leave the ship like this. Here, the option here, leave ship. And now what happens is that you're not anywhere but in your capsule. You see that now is screen this capsule. Yeah, so you're not in any ship now. And then you can go to ship hangar, right click venture, yeah, and make active. And then this capsule is going to go to the venture here. All right? And now we need to fit this ship with the right equipment before we go. So I'm just going to open fitting window. As you can see, this ship has obviously different appearance, but he's got different slots as well. So he's got 3 high power slots. So first of all, as usual, we need the weapons, always. especially that we've been warned that there might be some hostile ships over there. So I'm just going to put light electron blaster in one slot. Then I'm going to give him some ion charges like that. Remaining ion charges go to Venture's cargo hold. So I have something to reload. Okay, now we need to find this miner that he gave us, civilian miner, which is here. And when you right click it and show info and then fitting, it needs high power slot. Okay, it needs a high power slot. So I'm just going to put it in a high power slot over here. And now, what if I want to have another light electron blaster? Right? Let's try and add it. Ooh, we've got information that we cannot do it. And we cannot do it because ship doesn't have any turret slots left. Light electron blaster is a turret, the same as miner. And when you look above those slots here, you've got those two gray dots. They indicate how many actually turrets you can fit in here. Since the gun and the miner is a turret type, you cannot fit the second gun. Although you have an empty high slot. You could fit something else in here, but as long as it's not a turret. Now also, what I'm going to do, I always like to have afterburner. So I'm just going to put this 1 million afterburner here. Okay. And is there anything else that we might need? Let me just close it. Go back to the mission briefing, read details, and let me just quickly see if I haven't forgotten anything. So what I need is a miner and a weapon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And last thing that I'm going to do is to find the objective location and I cannot set destination because it's very close. Okay, that's fine. The other thing that I want to do before I close the fitting window, I want to check if my capacitor is stable, and it is. What it means that if I fit too many things here which consume too much energy, this stable will turn into depletes at a certain time, which means that I keep using it, my capacitor, my energy source, will deplete uh, while on space, and I don't want to have this thing. I don't want to have this. I don't want this to happen. So, but it won't because I'm stable. So even if I use all those three things, it's not going to deplete my capacitor. So I think we're ready to go. Let's close this, undock. Warp to location. As before, I like to see what's in front of me. So I'm just going to move the camera this way. And he wants us to mine titanium. So to be able to mine titanium, I need to find the asteroid. And here it is. Okay, it's here. Now, what is the range of our miner? 10 kilometers. I'm much closer to it, so I don't need to approach. It's just right here. The mining process is very similar to any other. You right-click, lock target. You have to right-click the asteroid because it won't show up here in the overview. This item is just too small to show up here, right? My distance is 2.884 meters away, so I can just straight away click on civilian miner. And here we go. I'm mining. This laser tells me that I'm mining. If I want to see how much actually I managed to get from this asteroid, I can open inventory, and this particular ship has ore hold. If I click on that, it shows me that I already mined 288 units of Veldspar, but I will have to stop this process for a while because I've got pirate approaching. So I'm just going to stop mining. Now I need to lock him. Now he's shooting at me now. Orbit in 1000. Not that far away, and I'm going to start shooting at him. Oh, no, 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 wrong. I need to mark him first, and then I can start shooting. You see, the message that I got is because my asteroid was marked. There were those 4 arrows circulating around him. Okay, so to be able to start shooting actually this hostile ship, I had to mark him to move those arrows around the other circle that was here. Right, so I just killed him, but I want to see if I can loot anything from him. So here's an overview here, and getting far away, so I'm just going to lock target, approach. Okay, use afterburn to speed up my approach. Afterburner. Now I can switch it off. Right click, open cargo, and now here we go. You see Serpent is rookie. He has some metal scraps, so I can just drag them to my cargo hold. And now I have my metal scraps in the cargo hold. Now I can unlock this wreckage because I don't need them anymore. And now I left this asteroid marked, and it's good because now I don't have to hover around and try to find them in space. All I need to do is to right click and approach. And the game is going to find the right traveling vector. Now I can stop my ship, otherwise I'm going to bump into him. Now stopping the ship doesn't occur immediately. The ship has a little bit of inertia always before it stops. So different ships have different inertia. If the ship is heavier, it's going to take him longer to stop. But this is something that not that particularly important. No, so I've got this asteroid marked. I can go back to mining. So I'm just going to turn on the miner, open ore hold. Not quite sure how to check if this amount of Veldspar is enough to process it to the amount of tritanium that he wanted. But if I mine approximately 1000 units, I should be fine as far as I remember. I just want to mine a little bit more just in case, so we don't have to go back here and get more Veldspar. Let's just maybe a little bit longer. And in the meantime, what we can do as well, you can as well orbit this asteroid while mining. So we can just right click, orbit, let's say orbit at 500 meters. This won't stop mining, but now my ship is going to be going around this asteroid. Also in this menu, this is the selected menu of selected item. What I can do, and I can press this track button here, right? And when I press this track button, it will track my ship, what I'm doing around this asteroid. And if, in addition, I do right-click and look at, then I will be looking at my asteroid. I can track it again, and then it shows my ship orbiting around it. But these are just like cool gadgets and personal preferences, basically. You don't have to do it to complete your mining. But I just think it looks cool. So I like to do it sometimes. I've got over 2,000 units of Veldspar. That should be enough. Okay. We're just going to close the miner. Oh no, this is something that we don't need. Right. The agent mission tab won't tell you when you're done. It won't tell you whether or not you have enough of this ore to reprocess it into tritanium. But I believe I have enough already. So we can just go back to where we came from. Again, if you don't know how to get back, you go to Information tab, read details, and this is your drop-off location. Right-click, and you can straight-click dock this time because it's so close. So we're just going to do dock, and game's going to take us straight there. This disengage us from this asteroid, warp us, and dock us. And now there's a little bit of a confusing thing. The mission tab still tells you to warp to location because actually the game doesn't know if we collected enough Veldspar to process the tritanium. Remember, this is our ultimate goal, to process 333 units of tritanium. It's just some popping up things here, and it tells us even to undock. So how do we process this tritanium? We go to our inventory. Okay. Now, here are some metal scraps. I don't need that. Going to ore hold. Okay. And then I'm just going to right click it, and we have option reprocess. And this is what we need to do. And when you click this, you can see that this is going to create tritanium 5,000, or way more than I needed. Okay, that's fine. We can sell the surplus on the market. Let's just reprocess it. There's a button here down the bottom in the right hand corner. Let's just reprocess it, and it does it fairly quickly. The excess Veldspar I'm going to move to item hanger. And now, because we got even more of this tritanium, why we cannot end the mission? Aha, because he wants us to have it in the ship's cargo hold. And once the tritanium was reprocessed, it went to the hangar, item hangar, and this is not good enough for the mission. So here's our tritanium. So I'm just gonna drag it to cargo hold. Now, system tells me that I don't have enough space, but all I need is 333 to complete the mission. So I'm just going to move only 333, and the rest I'm going to keep in my item hanger. And now the mission is done. We're happy, so we can just complete it, right? And we've got some gifts from our agent. It was just a one gift, this reprocessing skill. By the way, we can inject it. Yeah. And once I injected it, and if I go to my character sheet, right, and this reprocessing, it is somewhere here. I never remember where it is, but we will be able to find it somewhere. Maybe engineering. Nah, not scanning, no electronic systems, no drones, no missiles, no targeting. Production, science, planet management. I don't know where it is at the moment, but if I go here and they've got this skill injected message, if I click on it, yeah, I think if I press start, no, I won't. He wants us to find it somewhere. Okay, well, this is not the most important thing right now. Don't want to waste time looking for it. Let's just go ahead to another mission. Start conversation again. Mission number 4. What we need to do. Right. Something about the black box that we retrieved earlier on. Okay. So he wants us to take out some vessels defending some outposts. And he wants us to use civilian data analyzer to hack to the data storage. So we're going to be fighting this time. Okay. He's going to give us civilian data analyzer. So he wants us to kill whoever is going to be opposing us and then hack into data storage using this analyzer that he's just about to give us. So okay, let's go ahead and accept the mission. Right. Let's check. We have the civilian data analyzer. Now we don't need a venture for this mission because we're not going to be mining anything. We can use our Corvette. So I'm just going to basically strip fitting. Now I'm going to go to my Corvette. So make active, and it's active. I'm going to open fitting. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put this electron blaster here because we will have to fight. Charge it with some charges. I left ammunition on the previous ship in the Venture. There's no problem. I don't have to move my capsule back again to retrieve this ammunition. All I need to do is to click in the ship hangar and move it to item hangar. Like that. Then I can open item hangar and get those extra charges into my Corvette's cargo hold, just so I have something to reload. And then civilian data analyzer. Okay, let's see the info. Where does it fit? Medium power slot. That's very nice. I'm going to put it in a medium power slot. And because here I can put 2 turrets. So I'm just going to give myself another gun and load it with a little bit more ammo. So I can actually attack 2 targets at the same time if I have to. Okay, so the mission is kill any hostiles if they're here and use civilian data analyzer to hack into the storage device and retrieve whatever it's in there. Perfect. And this is not far away as well. It's pretty much the same location, so we don't need to set destination. It's just right there. I've got analyzer. Ah, I don't have an afterburner. Forgot to put it, which is always handy, just to speed you up. Right. My capacitor is still stable, so I'm happy. And let's go. And we warp to location. Okay, we need to activate acceleration gate. Ah, let's just find the better spot, activate the gate. Yeah. Oh, we've got some hostiles in here. He's still far, far away. This rookie. But we can still lock the target. I'm just gonna get rid of him first, so he doesn't bother me. Approach. Afterburner. To do it faster. Orbit 1000. Range of my guns is 1.7, so I'm still a bit too far away. See, I'm 5,000 kilometers away from him, but that's fine. Oh, he starts shooting at me. So, since there's only one hostile, I'm going to use 2 guns on him to finish him off faster. There we go. He's done. Let's stop the ship for a while. And now I need to find this storage device. And here it is in the overview, data storage device. So lock the target. Now I'm going to approach him. You see, when you lock the target, then you don't have to just move around your mouse trying to find this target in the space. Yeah. All you need to do basically is just to click approach. Oh, I'm approaching too fast. That's fine. Let me just stop my ship now. Now our civilian data analyzer has a range of 5 kilometers. Well, I'm very close, only 200 meters away from him. So now what we're going to do, he's marked. You see those 4 little arrows circulating around him? So I can just start doing this analyzer straight away. And the analyzer is pretty much the hacking device. So what we need to do is to find the system core and break it. And we don't know where to go. This reddish node here, this reddish circle, it's the point where we start. We can only go to one more node because it's highlighted. I'm hovering above it now. So I'm just going to click it and then open 2 other nodes. Again, we don't know where to go. I'm just going to take this one. Okay. And then let's say this one and maybe this one. and this one, here. Oh, here we go. I managed to get to the system core straight away. So now I just need to keep clicking it until I get this message, system hack successful. Right? And now we're not done yet. We cracked into the ship, but we need to retrieve this encoded data chip. So we're going to right click of our data storage and open the cargo. And here is my encoded data chip. And there is something else here, which wasn't planned. I'm just going to take all of it. And we're done. We can dock. Perfect. Now the standard operating procedure, start conversation, complete the mission. Okay, he's happy. Our agent is happy. Now we request another mission, and let's see what he wants us to do. Right. Right. Okay, so he wants us just to take this encoded data chip into different place, uh, which is here, Chanas number 3, Moon 3, Center of Advanced Studies School. Okay, he gave us some overdrive injector system, which is it increases ship's velocity. But to use it, we might need to learn the skill hull upgrades number 1. Okay, so let's accept this mission. He wants us to learn some skills. No problem. Hull upgrade. Where was it? Okay, I forgot. No problem. Read details. Hull upgrade 1 skill. Right, the hull upgrade is not... let's see, spaceship command. Maybe it's here. No. Navigation. No. Engineering. Armor, no. Shields, no. Not targeting, no gunnery, no missiles, no drones. Electronic systems, doubt it. No scanning. I'm just having difficulties today finding those skills. Structure management. I don't know what it is again. But we won't need it to complete this mission. So basically, that's the thing. It's not targeting. It's not gunnery. It's not missiles. Scanning? No, it doesn't make sense. Armor. Hull upgrades. Here. We already trained it to level 3. Okay, so... But since I don't have anything in the queue, I might put something actually in the queue, but not that long. This one takes 3 days, so I just don't want that. I don't want that. I'm just gonna get something from gunnery, perhaps. Rapid firing, 14 hours, not bad. Just gonna get this. Maybe drones. Train level 2. And the drone avionics level 2. And the drones level 3. And drones level 5. Sorry, level 4. It doesn't fit in the queue, it's too long now. That's fine. There's just a little bit of change. Right, so he wants us to take this to the destination Chanas, set destination, so we know where to go. Now an item hangar, this is called cheap data that he wants us to deliver, so we need to move it from item hangar into our cargo hold. This data core basic civilian thing we don't need. This was something extra that we just found over there. Now let's have a look at this second thing that he gave us, which was supposed to be, where is it? Overdrive injector. Let's see what it is actually. Low power slot, attributes description. Monster unit vastly increases engine power at the expense of cargo capacity. Penalty using more than one type of this module or similar modules that affect the same attribute on the ship will be penalized. Fitting in low power slot. I'm not going to take it. It's definitely not necessary for this mission. I've done those missions before in different accounts, and I know that you don't need it. You might try if you want, but let's keep this thing simple. Right, double check if I have everything in the cargo hold. What I need. Yes, this is encoded data chip that I have to deliver. Let's undock and go to the destination. Now, when you look at the route, this is one of the cases when set destination option comes up very handy. We've got 7 jumps. Who's going to remember all those steps, right? Instead, we just right click and jump. There's a long way to go. I might actually pause the video at this time, but I'm not going to do it. I want you to see how easy it is to do many jumps with this set destination option. Right, so now we have 6 jumps to do. Straight away marked gate Aletta, jump. And there will be 5 more. All you need to do, basically, to find the yellow square with this little arrow, which tells you start gate, right click and jump. And you don't have to worry about remembering where to go, which one of those things to choose. As you can see, you've got 3 other stargates here. And it's hard to remember that many jumps, basically. And another jump. Maybe actually this item that he gave us, maybe it speeds up warping because it takes a little while to warp between the gates. Maybe that what is for. I haven't checked it to be honest, but I'm not gonna go back and pick it up now. We just made a long way. We've got only 3 jumps left, so we're gonna be there in a minute. Well, you might actually try it when you do the mission yourself, and when you are given this thing, which was called overdrive injector system, you might actually try to activate it before jumping and see if it speeds up the process or not. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't tried it. And there is no sense to go back now. And as you remember, when I get to the final destination, I won't be able to use it because it is in my item hangar on the station that I started from. So in this new place, it won't be there. I might try to buy it. But actually, we will see if it's in the market and how much it is. I'm not sure what the cost of this item is, so we'll see when we arrive. After this jump, we will have only 1 left. The counter is here on the route. You see, now it shows 1 jump. And the last target. Right, and we can press dock. And the mission will be complete in any minute. Oh, there are some hostile ships around. Lancers. But they're not going to attack us during this mission. They're quite far away as well, except for one. Okay, let's just quickly check in the market if we can buy this thing, actually. It is called Overdrive Injector System number 1. We're just going to go to the market, search item, Overdrive Ship Equipment. That should be there. Overdrive Injection System 1. It's 125,000 ESK, and we need to have 3 jumps to buy it. No, I'm not going to purchase it. It's going to delay us. Start conversation, complete the mission. Now we need to get back where we came from, which was this pickup location. So I'm just going to right click, set destination, undock. Seven jumps again. Let's get to it straight away. Another jump. Okay, so while we're jumping, because it's kind of like boring thing, uh, let's see if we can just introduce some other things of the game. So I was just briefly trying to check the regional market over there, if I can buy something and sell something. Yeah. So basically, when we are in the market, when we are at the station, some of the items are available straight at the station. And it will tell you here on the left hand side where I'm hovering now, it will tell you just station. That means that you can just get this item immediately. You just buy it and it's yours, and it's straight into your item hanger. Uh, However, what we encountered uh, in the last station was that we didn't have the station written here, which means that this particular item that we were looking for wasn't available in our station. So then system tells you how many jumps you have to take to be able to dock in a station and get it. You cannot just buy it remotely. And the location of the item, it's here. So that what we could do, if we decided actually to buy it, to do those 3 jumps, we could always right click, yeah, and that set destination, and then we could just jump over there, buy it, and come back, or go from there wherever we wanted to go. So this is how the market orders are done. Another jump, got still 4 left. I think I should have actually fitted this module. Maybe it would be faster. Not quite sure. But anyway, the other thing that I want to show you as well, a couple of other interesting things where we can do while we're jumping, is different kind of view. Because here at the moment, we are in this view, orbit camera. Now this is where next to our, this is our capacitor, and here, this bluish circle here, when we hover around it, it shows orbit camera. But there are other ways to look. And one very handy is tactical camera. It's just one above here. So when I switch to this view, it shows me this thing a little bit different. I can see more, basically. I can make it closer, I can make it shorter as well, but I can see more, right? I can see this acceleration gate, sorry, start gate, and more objects around. I think I need to jump to the next one. Yeah. So this is handy in combat, for example, which is easier for you to see where exactly your enemies are. It gives you the better overview of the space around you. And also it is quite handy when you look for particular asteroids to mine. I find it easier to look for particular asteroid from this view. It will show several asteroids. It's easier just to click them to check which one contains what. Here we go. There's another gate. And we're going to jump. And then we need to jump to the other one. Switching between those views is very easy. You just, here we are on tactical camera now. Now, if I want to orbit camera, I'm just going to click on it. And I'm here now. This down in the bottom is first person camera. Not that particularly useful at this game. To be honest with you. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. Let's just make another jump. It's not available when you're jumping. None of those views. Now it is. So if I click here, that's my first person view. It's not that sensitive. It's quite slow. So you might use it for, I don't know for what. It's probably handy if it's available. Certainly kind of picturesque. Let's see how it looks like when we jump through this view. But mostly I'm using those 2 previous ones. So I'm using orbit camera or tactical camera. Those 2 are, I find the most useful. This first person view is just, I mean, if it's there, it's probably useful for something. I just haven't discovered what it's useful for yet. Um, but for the purposes of those missions and a lot of things that you can do here, it's just good enough to use those 2. uh, views that we've seen before. Okay, well, let's now dock. Well, I would say nice first-person view. A little bit better pictures, but not that much better to stick to this view religiously. Uh, the graphics in the game is fantastic anyway, whichever view you're using actually. So there's no need to go in a first-person mode view. What did we get here? We must have get some expanded cargo hold. We got. Okay, fine. Next mission. Go ahead and do the next mission. Start conversation. Now is mission 6. Okay, so what he wants us to do. Right. Aha. So we have a shortage of tracking computer 1 modules. So they want us to get one, right, and deliver it. No, they actually don't want us to deliver it anywhere. They just want to get us one. Okay, so we don't need to travel anywhere this time. We just need to get this one item of tracking computer number 1. Okay, that's the very simple mission. We're just going to buy this thing in the market. What do I have? An item hanger here again. Ah, some skills that we can inject. That's all right. Right. So, just going to open the details so I remember exactly the name of it thing that they want us to get. Let me just go to the market. Go to this little tab here so I can just type what I need. Tracking computer. There we go. It's here. So they want us to buy tracking computer number 1. And we can get it in the station. Okay. And you can see the new prices. There's one item of 16,000. And there are 86 items for 14,460. Yeah. So these are the cheapest ones, basically. That's what it looks like. So I'm just going to purchase one. I'm going to mark it, right click, yeah, and buy this. Because this is something that I was explaining while we were warping. It's written station. That means, yeah, that this is actually available on this station that we're docked into now. So then I can just buy it immediately. I don't have to jump to get it. All I need to do is to pay the price. There we go, and it's paid. Okay. So now again, anything that we purchase goes to item hanger, but he wants us to have it in the cargo hold. So we need to drag it over there. Like this. And now he's happy. Start conversation. Complete mission. We're done. Right? We got some rewards again. What is that? Let's take a look. I always like to check the rewards. Minor. Oh, we got a minor. Very nice thing. Always useful. Right. Let's go ahead and get next mission. Accept. Okay, so he says, now be careful out there, you hear me? Okay, right. So what does he want us to do? not much of a description here. They found an ancient site. Right. We find after analysis, bring it back to me. So they want us to go to the relic site, use civilian relic analyzer, okay, and get from the whatever it is that you need to be retrieved. So this is the location, very close as well. But we need to find the relic. Okay, civilian relic analyzer. This might be a little bit of a problematic thing at this stage, but we're gonna do it. Don't worry. Everything can be done here. We've got our civilian relic analyzer. So first things first, we just need to fit it in our ship. Make sure that we actually have it. So let's open fitting window. Now we don't need our data analyzer anymore. We need now relic analyzer. So I'm just going to go to the hangar, stick it in here. Okay. Right. We got it. Civilian data. No, I put the wrong item in. I need a relic analyzer. Why I just clicked the wrong one? I have no idea, but it certainly happens. Go in there. Here we go. That's the relic analyzer. We've got guns. We've got everything. We should be ready to go. Yeah, and we can just warp to location. Okay, so this mission is not problematic. They're going to take us straight to where we need to be. I'm just going to switch off this first-person mode. First-person view mode. I don't particularly like it. We might encounter some resistance here. So let's keep our weapons hot and let's stay frosty. Just in case if somebody wants to obliterate us from the existence. Oh. Activate the gate. Yeah. There are two enemies straight away. They're still quite far away, but I can lock one. Second one I still cannot lock. I should be able now. No, not yet. We're just gonna go ahead and approach him. Yeah, you need to be in certain distance to be able to lock the target. Oh, now I'm closer. I'm approaching this one. Orbit 1000. I'm still not within good range, but they trying to shoot me now. But now I'm shooting at him, and he's gone. All right, I'm gonna approach the other one. Well, actually, I don't have to. I'm close enough, and I'm just gonna use two guns straight away to get rid of him ASAP. He seems to be a little bit tougher one to kill. And that's it. He's done. Now, these are the wrecks. So we need to have this ancient acceleration gate. And we need to hack into it. So I'm going to lock the target first. And I'm just going to keep it in range of 500 meters. My civilian relic analyzer is there, so I haven't forgot to take it. Right, and we're just gonna use it. Aha, I need to activate the gates. Okay, well, let's activate the gates. So we are actually not at the end of the mission yet. No problem. Then we're gonna have probably some sort of like more resistance. This is agent's ship structure. This is where we need to be. Okay, let's get rid of those two guys first. Lock target. Just gonna approach this one. Speed myself up a little bit. The second one actually is approaching me. The other one is running away from me. I'm just gonna mark quickly second one and start shooting at him. He ran away now. Alright, boom. Let's just shoot him. Orbit 1000. The second one is around as well. Not quite within my range, but I've got two guns, so plenty of ammo. I'm just gonna get those guys eventually anyway. One is gone. Gonna use second gun on the remaining one. Yeah. Stop my ship. And we need an ancient ship structure, actually. Okay. So we're just gonna keep in range 500. I could approach him as well and stop my ship. Perfectly fine. But then my ship is gonna just keep away from him at 500 meters. I could orbit as well. Perfectly fine. Now, our relic analyzer have a range of 5,000 meters, so we are well within the range. The reason that is just not doing anything because we have to lock the target. And now it'll work. There we go, see? And that's pretty much the same procedure as before we were doing with civilian data analyzer. We just need to keep finding those nodes. What is this? Firewall. Okay. And system core. Perfect. We hacked successfully. Now we can open the cargo. This data core, we need to move to our cargo hold because that's what the agent wants us to do. And we can just go back home. Complete mission. We've got 2 more to do. Then we got some reward for that. 1 million afterburner. Very nice thing. Let's request another one. What they want us to do. Right. He wants us to take central data core right to Moon 4 Luz. Right, let's set destination. It's just a 1 jump, so it's not far away. Right, and that's pretty much it. We just mustn't forget to actually to take it with us to the cargo. Did I accept this mission or not? Hang on a second. Just a moment. Side conversation. I didn't. All right, there we go. That's why I couldn't find the central data core. Right. Okay, good. Now it's here. Move it to our cargo hold. We're armed. We can just go. 1 jump only, so this should be quick travel back and forth. We're almost at place. Almost there. Can check some messages here. I've got 8 on the right hand side. My standings are increased. I completed some activity as well. Activity points. Nice. We're just gonna complete the mission in a second. Start conversation. Complete the mission. Right. Set destination to return. As you remember, we cannot get any other mission from this station. We need to go back to where the agent is. So jump again. And dock. And we're ready for the next mission. Just got another gift here. Limited social adaptation. What is that thing? Let's have a look. This is image processor implanted in the parietal lobe glands. Now it grants a bonus to a character's charisma. Okay, well, let's not bother about charisma at this moment. Let's just get another mission. We've got 2 more to do. So, shortage of afterburners. Right. Right. And so he needs 2 of 1 meganewton afterburner, number 1 modules. I can buy them, I can build them, I can loot them. Now I'm just going to buy them. It will basically speed up. This is a very simple thing to do. I'm just going to go into regional market. 1 MN afterburner 1. He wants 2. We're looking for the best price at the station. I don't want to keep jumping to look for them somewhere else. 24,440. 24,430, just a bit cheaper. I think this one is the cheapest. Yeah, buy 2 items. Here's this arrow. I can just do arrow up if I want, or I can just type it from the keyboard. Buy. We paid some money, not much, by the way. Okay, and he doesn't even want us to put it anywhere else. We can complete the mission straight away. He's happy. Okay, great. So we're ready for the very last mission. We'll get some. Oh, here is the thing. Advanced industry. You see, this is what we have been given. Right, when I hover it, it says requires Omega clone state to use. Now we are Alpha clone because we didn't purchase any subscription. Omega clone, you have to purchase a subscription with real money. I mean, it's not with ISK, with your real money to be able to play the game at this level. Now I don't want to do that. At least not at this stage. Maybe later I will do it. I don't know. At the moment, I just don't want to do it. So, but we can check. Since I don't want to do it, I don't want to use it, I might try to sell it. Right? If it is possible to sell it. No, it's not sellable. It doesn't give me any option to sell. Okay. Sometimes you've got those items. You'll find those items. You're going to loot them somewhere, or they're going to be given to you as a reward for logging in for the next day. That actually requires this Omega clone state, and you don't want to pay the money for whatever reason. Yeah, you can try and sell them. They're usually quite valuable. This one is not available for sale. You cannot sell them, but there are some items you can. Okay, and they usually cost quite considerable amount of ISK. So this is something that you want to consider as good for you to know. Right. So let's just do the last mission, number 10. What he wants us to do. Aha, this is the one, the long one. Okay. So what he wants us to do now, he wants us to produce something from the scratch. Okay? And he wants us to produce ammunition. So, in order to be able to do so, we need a blueprint, which is like a blueprint, like some schematics that allows us to build. Yeah, so we can follow and then we can build something. Okay, right. And he's going to give us ship as a reward for that. Now, we are not allowed to buy those items, to loot them, or obtain them by any other means but producing them ourselves, because they want us to teach how to produce things from blueprints. Okay, so this is very interesting mission. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Just going to close this. And we have this antimatter charger blueprint. So how can we go about this? How can we produce something, right? Completely from the scratch. Okay. Now to find out this, you just need to right click, show info. Okay. And what you are mostly interested in is required input materials. Okay. So you've got those two tabs here. There is a description, which won't tell you much. It's just antimatter charger S blueprint. And then when you go to industry, it will tell you what the outcome will be. And the outcome will be 100 antimatter charges per one round of production. And then it will tell you what skills do you need, which we already have, this industry skills, which is fine. And then the most important, well, everything is important, but this is important as well. You need minerals. You need tritanium, pyrite, and one item of noxium. Okay? Tritanium we have. When we go to our hangar, here, I've got plenty of tritanium, over 4,000 and a half units. So I'm fine with that. But I don't have pyrite and I don't have noxium. So we can always click here in this info. There's this little I next to it and find out how can we get this. Okay, so this pyrite we can get from Scordite asteroids or from Pyroxeres asteroids if we want to look for this in high security status star systems. Okay, so we can get it somewhere over here from our high security status. Our security status, by the way, is here, those green 0.8, which is quite high. It's not highest, but it's still good. However, we don't have those other two materials. Okay, we don't have pyrite and noxium. Now, noxium straight away, I tell you, is very difficult to come by. I was looking for it. I went down even to security status number 0.4, try to find them, and I haven't found the asteroids that have noxium in them. Yeah, so this probably it requires venturing to some very dangerous areas, and this is actually reflected with the price. I will have to buy it in the market anyway, but you will see how expensive the noxium is. All right, maybe no, nox. Yeah, okay. It doesn't want to find it that way. Because it's NOCX. Okay, I'm just typing it incorrectly. NOCX. Oh, there you go. And this little thing costs 1,758 just per one unit, right? Can we get it any cheaper in the station? No. We just need one. But remember, in one round, this antimatter charger blueprint, he is in one round producing only 100 100 of those charges, and we need 1,000. So we need actually 10 rounds of production, and per each round, the blueprint using one item of noxium. So we actually need to buy 10. Otherwise, we have to go back to the market, buy again, go back to the market, buy again, and I don't want to do that, obviously. So I'm just going to just put 10 straight away, right? And I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So this bit I have. Now also, I can either mine this last item, which I need, right? Which is pyrite. Yeah, I can mine that. I could find basically the Scordite asteroid and mine it and then reprocess it to create this mineral. But just to save time, I'm just going to buy this thing basically. So it's 17 units times 10. So I need 170 units of pyrite. So let's just go to the market. There you go. Got 5,000 here, but this is very expensive here. I wonder why somebody's selling it for 1,500 when you can get it from 2541 by this. So it was 17 per round. I need 170. Like that. No, not 70. 170 like this. Just gonna buy it straight away. Right. And now it should be somewhere here in my cargo hold. There it is. So now we have all the materials that we need. So all we need to do is to right click and use blueprint. Okay. Right. As you can see, it will use 194 units of titanium, 17 units of pyrite, and it will use 1 unit of noxium, right? And this will produce 100 units of ammunition. So we need to do it 10 times to get our 1000 to complete the mission. Now, job duration here is 4 minutes 42 per 100, right? So it's going to take 40 minutes to complete the mission. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through only one round to show you how it's done. And then I'm going to pause this video, and I'm just going to wait till it comes to the last one, and then we're going to get back for some sort of like summary of this tutorial. So let's just go ahead and press start, and then we get those 4 minutes. Okay. And let me just pause this video because there's not much at the moment to talk about during those 4 minutes. So I'm just gonna pause it basically and come back when it's done, and then we're gonna go to the last one. Okay, so our first round of production is done. We produced 100 units of antimatter charges. Now, once it's finished, we have this button now, deliver. It changed to deliver. So when I press deliver, the first 100 goes to my item hanger. And now we wait a little bit, and the blueprint takes automatically the other 194 units of titanium, 17 units of pyrite, and 1 unit of noxium. And then we can start over again, produce another 100. So we need to do it 9 times more. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start this. And again, I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to do all those 9 units until it's finished. And then I'm just going to come back to the video, and we're going to finish the mission. And that will be basically it for this tutorial. So see you after these antimatter charges are all done. Okay, so welcome back. The last batch of antimatter charges is done. So I'm just going to press deliver. Now we've done our job. We can close this window now. Oh, by the way, you see, now it's attempting to do one more, but this time this button start goes red because we're missing pyrite and we're missing noxium. Because I just bought exactly the amount to produce 1000 charges. So this is just an indication that you need to get some more materials before you can keep producing. But we're not going to do that. We've done our bit. So I've got 900 antimatter charges here and additional 100 here. This is the last batch. So I'm just going to click them. Now I'm going to click this one while keeping control pressed. Right click, stack all. So now I've got 1,000 here, and I'm just going to move them to my cargo hold. And now mission is complete. So we're just going to do complete mission. I received this nice ship as a reward plus 280k ISK. Right now, our agent is happy. So we completed basically this first path, which is business career path. Right, and so that's done. We ended up with some nice extra 2 ships, and hopefully with some knowledge how to play the game. So thank you very much for watching. That will be it for now. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit long, but there was a little sense to divide it into smaller parts, basically. We just done the whole career path in one go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find the information included there useful, just to start. And see you in the next video when we're going to be doing this time another career path, which is going to be shorter, by the way, which is exploration career path. Very informative as well, very important to learn new aspects of the game. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.